of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. They'll get across the 20, mark them down to 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And up and down, just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
They'll go play action with Goff. To Small. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff in the pistol. That's right side and into the hands of Small. Another catch on the drive. This one's for 13 yards and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Goff gives it to Gibbs.
First down.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. What a try. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Lions. And now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Miller now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We are through one.
37 yards.
7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play, as we are ready to get back underway. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Plant. Plant.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
No. 158. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Jump out. Flip it.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man, he was looking for there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. I mean, really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Got.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop.
It's a gain of 14
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a gain of 25.
That's another quick 1st down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff just going to tap this one forward. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Out to his right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Ric Flair.
To Slav, a man in motion.
Hey, kill. 11. We're good. Orange.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Teammate. 58. Run. Back north. Screen again.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Plant. Slip it in.
A handoff, running left. This is Warren. Inside the 35. And he will score. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Raymond now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Good. 180. What's that?
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is gone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Miller now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Blue 58! Blue 58.
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Hey, 88, 80, jump out! Go to 50!
Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
What's going on, guys? Back north. Jim, Jim! Screen 19.
On third down, they go with Warren. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
It's fourth down.
Pick it up.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
18. Take 30. 26. Back north.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the first down, but he could not stay in. As a result, they're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9.
34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. Rolling right, he'll send it downfield for Laporta. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Blue 58. Get 300. Get 300. Zoom, zoom. Inside. Jump out. Screen it.
Rodgers now. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Miller now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Inside. Screen it.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's first and 10.
Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
26. 50.
Play action now with Rodgers. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good for
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Goal to go.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Box it.
Warren. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Zaloni on the tackle. A 5-yard loss leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Inside. Get 300. Get teammate. Jump out.
Make something happen. Come on.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Raymond now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of
17.
brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On second down, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 60 yards. That's good. We're on Lions.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
It's a gain of 60
You're watching
yards.
the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
White 20. What's that?
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Shell. What's that?
Now Gibbs. And a nice one there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Just a good, solid run here on 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. This is where you really need to be able to lean on that offensive line. They come through, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal.
180.
Williams in motion. Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Second and goal.
DC. 76.
Here's Goff. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
120.
Laporta in motion.
Super one. Hey, 5. 5. What's that?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal.
Like 20. We go. 76.
Goff. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This is 1st and 10.
10-30. 3-19. Yeah, Liz. Come to 50, and you block over here. Stay right. Hey, take 26.
They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Fielder. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warren. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Boom. 50. Back north. Inside. Jump out.
Rodgers to throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Plant. Box it. Screen again.
They'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll run here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Lions call their first timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to win the game. Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here is 1st and 10.
Value 3. We go to the 12.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Shell. Shell. 20.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 37 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Has some room inside the 30. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
And now a very bold call here in overtime. They're going to go for two to try to make it an 8-point lead. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Miller now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 7.
Inside. 319. 319.
The master of play action, Rodgers. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. What can they do here on third down and 7?
Hey, 88. Slip it down.
From the gun, Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Back north. Shift. Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
Rodgers should throw for it on fourth down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off from Acrisure. Johnson with a return here. And it doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
The Steelers take
Well,
over
that's the
first
case
and
of
10.
either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Jump out! Yeah, live. Screen again.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. This finds Austin, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
Teammate. Yeah, live. Take 30. Hey, 88. Screen again.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Move 58. Zoom. Screen again.
Here we go. 4th down with Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. Still going inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Devin Tompkins to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix on 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now on first down. Penix finds his... The ball is loose. And the Steelers get to it. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense,